What's up YouTube, Travster here. Today I'm going to go over everything that I used during my unranked to diamond series with Shen only. So here's my profile if you guys want to know. It is a brand new account. It's about a month old, so it didn't take me too long to get to diamond playing Shen. But I'm going to pull up my op.gg profile. Excuse me, I've been struggling with allergies recently. But I'm going to go over everything that I use, runes, masteries, builds, kind of a playstyle that I use to make this happen, dang it. But as you can see, we went 77 and 47, 62% win rate. Playing only Shen, it says 159 games because it counts flex queue as well, so it's kind of not applicable to just solo queue. So anyway, here's my solo queue record. I played only Shen, as you can see. I played only Shen. But anyway, I'm gonna go into my runes first. That is the most common question I get asked. Trav, what runes do you use? So here we go. I only used one rune page the entire series, all 124 games. I only used this rune page. It is attack speed marks, scaling HP seals, flat MR glyphs with flat armor quints. Sorry, flat armor quints. Why did I bring armor in quints and not seals? Because I want to run scaling HP, so I did that in seals instead. So if you want to know how much the rune page costs, I have it calculated for you because I'm just a nice guy like that, you know? So if you guys haven't liked the video already, please do. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And yeah, that's my plug for doing the math for you guys, alright? I'm not lazy over here. Anyway, attack speed marks will run you at 3690, same with scaling HP. They're 410 apiece. And then running flat armor quints is a lot more expensive. It's 3075 instead of 918, but it is a much better page, so please run on quints if you want to match this page. And then flat MR glyphs are the cheapest. They're 102 apiece, so not too bad. But the entire page will cost you 11,373, and you're probably like, wow, that is a lot of IP. I've seen a lot of rune pages for Shen, and I've seen some that were over 17,000. So honestly, this is kind of like the middle road page for Shen. It's really not that bad. Obviously, you don't have to buy it all at once, but just keep playing, keep grinding, get some IP, and then eventually you'll have enough to build this page. But yeah, this is the page that I would highly recommend. I use it every single game. Obviously, it's good enough to get the diamond because I just did it, the 62% win rate, so it works. This rune page definitely works. It's my only rune page. Yeah, this is tier 2 runes. This is like when I was leveling my account, so definitely I highly recommend this page. So moving on to masteries. If you guys didn't know, my primary queue was top lane, my secondary was jungle. And then when I get autofilled, I play support. After Platinum 3, though, I started primary queuing for jungle just to switch it up, and I finished the Diamond series with jungle. So you can play top, you can play jungle. They're both pretty good. My win rate was about the same with both of them, so you can carry with Shen, jungle, or top. But this is my top page with Shen. You can kind of mess around, do whatever you want, but essentially bring Grasp of the Undying. That's pretty much what this page is all about. Just bring Grasp for top lane. Nothing is going to beat it. Don't bring Courage, don't bring Somewhere Pact. Run Grasp. And for jungle, I run... The only thing I switch between my jungle and top page, I run Exposed Weakness for team fights, and then I run Somewhere Pact also for team fights. Don't ever run Courage of the Colossus on Shen. It's really not worth. Trust me, I've tried it. It is not worth. You either want to run Grasp for top lane, or Stoneborn Pact for whatever other role you're playing, jungle or support. So those are my two pages for that. And then when I did get autofilled to support, I never queued for it, but if I got autofilled for it, I would run this page, which is the same as my jungle page. I think I switched this. Yeah, these two masteries you can switch game to game. They're just really dependent on the enemy team. If the enemy team has a lot of CC, run Swiftness for the tenacity and slow resist. And if they don't have a lot of CC, just run Legendary Guardian, get the extra armor and MR. So pretty straightforward there. It's pretty much the same as the jungle page, just actually it'd be exactly the same if they had heavy CC. I would have switched it. So this one I would switch up depending on enemy team, but those are my three pages that I use for masteries, and I use one rune page for the entire 124 games. So keep it simple, guys. Runes and masteries should not be a complicated thing. It should be like an afterthought. It's just like, oh, I had these runes and masteries. Like, runes and masteries will not win or lose you games. Your play style will win and lose your games. Objectives will win and lose you games. Runes and masteries are just there to help you. So that's what I use. They're pretty simple, pretty straightforward. But I want to go over builds here really quick. So obviously I played a lot of Shen. I had a lot of experience with Shen. Here's what I can say about Shen builds. Always, always, I repeat, always, 100% of the time, go full tank Shen. And if you need a damage item, go Titanic, period. You either go full tank, or you go full tank with Titanic, which is still kind of a tanky build. So full tank, or full tank with Titanic, which full tank with Titanic is still pretty much full tank, because you get a lot of HP from Titanic. Don't build anything else. Trust me, I tried so many things in this series. Don't build Wit's End. It did not help me that much at all. Don't build Bork. Don't build Frozen Mallet. Build full tank with Titanic. That's literally all I did. That's literally all I did, just Titanic. There were a couple games that obviously I experimented with a lot of items. I did build Bork. I did build Wit's End occasionally. The issue with those items, yeah, I built Wit's End there. So I tried out all the damage items, so I can speak from experience. Obviously, I got the diamond doing this. The best item, hands down, for Shen is Titanic Hydra. It is a very expensive item, but it is expensive for a reason. It is worth the gold. It is very efficient on what you get from it. Bork is not going to help you split push. It's actually not going to do as much damage. The only nice thing about Bork is it gives you lifesteal, but if you're going to go Bork, you're going to have to go Spirit to increase that lifesteal, and it's just not worth. It's really expensive. It's not worth, trust me. Wit's End is really, really cost effective. It's only 2,500 gold, but it's very situational. It's almost to the point where it's just not worth. It's just really not worth, honestly. And then Frozen Mallet, just not worth. You don't use AD well at all. The slow is nice, but I mean, you won't need the slow if you're chunking them down with Titanic anyway. So full tank or full tank with Titanic, those are the builds that I would recommend. Hands down, I would not recommend any other damage item on Shen besides Titanic. Titanic is the best for dueling, it's the best for split pushing, it's the best for team fights. It does AoE damage as well. So just build Titanic, dang it. Just if you want to build a damage item, just get Titanic. You're not going to beat it with anything else. Shen's kit loves Titanic. That's pretty much it. It just loves Titanic. It's really, really good. You're not going to beat it. As far as other items go, so my build order almost every single game, regardless of whether I was top or jungle. Support's a little bit different, but obviously I'm not a support main, so I can't really speak for that. But top, I would go Sunfire first, almost every time. And then I would go tier 2 boots next, either ninjas or merc treads, depending on the enemy team. And then I would either go Titanic if I was ahead, or I would go another tank item and then Titanic fourth. You don't want to build Titanic early because it scales with HP, and you're not going to be chunking anyone with it early anyway. So a lot of people ask me why I don't rush Titanic if I'm ahead or get first blood like LCS players do. You guys got to understand, LCS is a completely different game than solo queue. Completely different. You can do that in LCS, you can't do that in solo queue. So I would not recommend getting Tiamat at all early. Just get your tank items, get your boots, maybe another tank item, and then get Titanic. But if you're really far ahead, you can get Titanic third. I did do that some games, but yeah, I would not recommend doing the Tiamat build early. It's not going to work out for you well. Not going to work. But so after you get Titanic, you just essentially build whatever tank items you need. Occasionally, I would have games where either I was doing really well or I was really far behind, and I was like, oh, I should probably start playing around my carries, whether it's mid lane or AD. I need to play around my carries and keep them alive because they're pumping out a lot more damage than I am, which in the most of the time it's true. So if there were games where I was like, hey, I need to keep my carry alive, I would build a couple of these games. I built Knight's Vow and Locket as I was jungle there, but I did it as top lane as well. Don't be afraid to build support items as a top laner or as a jungler. I did it quite a few games towards the end there. Yeah, there's another Knight's Vow. But don't be afraid to build support items as a top laner. They're still going to help you. Like, this is still a tank item. Both of these are still tank items. This one doesn't have HP, which kind of hurts your Titanic Hydra, but it's alright if you get like a Warmogs in there, which gives a ton of HP. So I did run Knight's Vow and Locket when I wanted to keep my carries alive. It worked out pretty well. We went on a really nice win streak there, dang. Built Locket pretty often. Yeah, about half the games built Locket. Occasionally I would build Knight's Vow if my AD was really strong. But that's pretty much the runes and masteries and builds that I use. If you guys have any questions that I did not answer, please leave the comment down below, and I will try to answer them as quickly as possible. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you. If you guys want to add this account, by the way, on North America, let me get rid of this real quick. The account is called Shen Forcer. If you're on NA, I will add you. And yeah, this is the account that I use. Nothing too special here. But please remember to like the video, comment down below if you have any more questions, and I will see you guys later. So, oh, subscribe if you haven't. Gosh dang it, we are getting close to 10,000 subscribers, and once we get there, we'll be doing a live stream with the webcam, and we'll just be having a good time. So subscribe if you want to see more content like this, or if you want to learn Shen or any champion really. Obviously, when you get to Diamond, you have pretty decent game knowledge with any role. So yes, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't. I will see you guys later. Have a lovely rest of your day.